Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the All About Favor channel. I am your host, Pastor KZ. And my Thursday shows, I always like to call them Tell the Truth Thursdays. And I received some emails on last night when I was reading them, and they disturbed my spirit. And I'd like to talk about just a few of them, two in particular. I won't read them, but I'm just going to share with you the gist of what they were saying. And they were saying, Pastor KZ, I'm emotionally exhausted, and I just don't have the energy to fight anymore. Anybody ever felt that way? Because what I'm hearing from those emails, and I got several yesterday, it could be any of your story. Any of your story. Any of you watching could have written these emails. And I believe someone watching today no longer have the energy to fix what's broken. And you no longer want to keep asking for love. You're tired of begging for someone to love you, to respect you, to show you that they care about you. You want better opportunities, and you're just tired. You're basically sick and tired. And I'm going to say something, I know it's not ebonically correct, but you're going to get what I'm saying. You are tired, and you ain't got time for foolishness anymore. You're just wasting your time, and you're not going to do it anymore. You said you're not going to waste your time on people that don't appreciate you, people who really show you who they are. You're just tired. And that is the gist of the emails I received based on just yesterday's word when I was talking about defeat. You have began to feel defeated because you feel like I'm giving and giving and giving, and I'm not getting anything back, and I'm sick and tired of always having to be the bigger person. I'm sick and tired of always trying to make things better. And this person is sitting up here acting like they don't hear what I'm saying. I'm just tired. And I'm tired of waiting on people to get on board with me. So you have decided that I'm just not going to lie to myself anymore, Pastor KZ. You said Thursdays is the day that you want us to tell the truth. This is the truth. These are some difficult truths, y'all, to hear. But you know what? It's time you get honest and just admit, I'm just tired. I am exhausted from this. Quit lying to yourself. Quit putting on a front for people. You need to understand you matter. Your health matters. Your physical and mental and spiritual health matters. And all of this putting on the best on the outside, you've got to decide this year you're just not going to do that anymore, because you want to get healthy, you want to get healed, and you want to become whole. You want to improve the quality of your life. And to start off this year, y'all, you've got to decide, I'm just stop fronting. That's what the young people say. Stop pretending. Because you know what? No matter who you lie to, how you put on this beautiful game face and act like things are okay, the Most High knows you. And you know what? As long as you're lying about things and covering up things, you don't get better. It don't get better. And I'd like for you to ask this question. What am I doing to keep this going on? Because you play a part in this. You part of the problem. I started off Monday's show with saying, sometime you part of the problem. So it starts with you. We can point fingers at other people, but we got fingers pointing back at us. So you've got to start with yourself and being honest with yourself and taking an honest inventory, saying, okay, what's my part of this story? Because it's not always somebody else. You know, it's easy to blame other people, other situations, but y'all, we got to own our part of the story. We got to own our mess. Acknowledge, hey, this is part of this on me. I got to straighten some things out. Now, let me say this. I've heard you say in your emails, you say you're tired and you're ready to just live your life and quote unquote do you. What's wrong with that, Pastor KZ? That is what one of the young ladies said to me. And what's wrong with me wanting to live my life? Am I being selfish or just because I am sick and tired? Absolutely not. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you wanting to have better self-care. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you wanting to regain control of your life and do something different, because you have identified what you've been doing have not been working. And it's okay. It's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm a firm believer that you can't fight for a relationship when the other person could care less. Now, I'm speaking to a few people that wrote me in particular on yesterday, and then when they were saying they was just defeated and tired of their relationships or their marriages or their current spouses that they're involved with. You know what? I'm going to do a whole series on relationships again and again. I'm no expert, but I think I can address a few of these comments that you're making and questions that you have. Some of you was going through this last year in a relationship. The year before, I can just speak about years gone by. You continue in these dead-end relationships. And I know some of you saying, but Pastor KZ, I've been married for about 2 years and I'm just sick and tired of it already. I want out. But I'm ashamed to get out because I had a 500 guest list wedding and I had spent all of this money. You know what? If you want to sit there and be miserable, that's on you. But some of you don't have children, you don't have property, you don't have this, that, and the third going on. And you know what? And you miserable, it's causing you stress, you hate going home. You need to maybe, if that person you're having a conversation with is not hearing you and they don't want to work on it, accept the fact that maybe he or she feel the exact same way you do. Those of you with children, that's a different story. But still, that's no reason for you to stay stuck somewhere that is not conducive to your health or your children's health. Y'all, it's so many, everything is not just black or white. You know, it's some gray areas going on. It's some in-between things, but the whole key is you're saying you're emotionally exhausted. You're on the brink of a breakdown. You're saying you're about to lose your mind. You're tired. You feel like you're about to explode. You say you're fussing and fighting. You're arguing all the time in these relationships. And what I'm saying is you are exhausted. You know, and it's nothing wrong with saying, I can't fix this. Not by myself. This person is not willing to try. I'm in this alone. And now you got to make some very difficult decisions here. And I will say this, and I'm going to be very honest with you about something. You who are out there, and this is for a lot of mothers and fathers out there, a lot of grandparents out there. Let me be very clear on this, and I know this is something hard to hear. I've said this before in one of my videos last year. You cannot save somebody who is determined to drown. You cannot keep talking until you blue in the face to your grown grandchildren, your grown children, and they not hearing you. They not receiving what you say, and you walking around here with heart palpitations, staying up all night worrying about them. Just put them in the hands of the Most High, because they don't hear you. They don't receive what you say. They don't believe it could happen to them. You can't save somebody who don't want to be saved. You can't change a person who see nothing wrong with their behavior. You got to learn how to step away, step back, because you are drained from this. You just talk. They don't hear you. Understand it. They don't hear you. And if you keep talking, eventually they're going to say something to hurt your feelings. And then you got a bad brokenness in that relationship. And you don't want to have that. You just got to know, I got to let them go. I got to let them go and put them in the hands of the Lord and pray for them. Lord, just protect them when they're out there, because they're crazy. They don't want to hear me. That's all you can do, because you are worn out now. And I'm getting this straight from your emails. You're drained, you're burned out, and some of you, it makes you feel like you're powerless. You don't have any control over what's happening, not only in other people's life, but in your own life. You so busy trying to fix somebody else's life, your life is a mess. Your life is a mess. What do you mean, Pastor Casey? What I mean by that is emotionally, you a wreck inside. You might not, yeah, everything in your house might be organized, it's neat and clean, but everything inside you ain't neat and clean and organized. It's some broken stuff going on. It's some furniture inside you that need to be shifted and changed around. You got some bags inside of you and baggage that needs to be tossed out in the trash. Twice a week, the recycle people come around. The waste management comes by, and you put things in trash bags that you want to discard and get rid of. You need to do that with some of the things going on inside of you. There's some things going on that you've held on too long. Everything has an expiration date. If you look in your refrigerator, go and look in your cabinets, your pantry, every canned good has an expiration date on it. And when you see that expiration date, you toss it, you discard it. Why? Because it could, if you consume it, be bad for your health. It could cause physical health problems. Oh, I just spoke a word. That's a metaphor. There's some things that you're consuming that is causing some things wrong. When you consume food that is not in date or in compliance with the FDA, what you are end up doing is maybe getting food poisoning. Have you ever got food poisoning? Botulism? Have you ever eaten something that upset your stomach? The same goes in life. Some of you are intaking and eating things that is bad for you, that it just don't set well in your gut. And you know not to consume it. Some of you know if you eat certain food, it causes certain side effects. If you eat shellfish, for those of you who have shellfish allergies, why are you sitting up there eating a whole plate of shrimp and crab legs when you know your face about to swell up and you pop in Benadryl? That don't make no sense. Why are you sitting up there ingesting all of these pig feet and stuff when you know it causes your blood pressure to go sky high? You taking in all of this sodium, eating a whole bag of pork rinds and potato chips. The same thing goes true with things in life. Anything that you are ingesting and consuming that is causing you problems, pain, shame, guilt, anxiety, bitterness, anger, you need to discard it. It has an expiration date, y'all. Some things you got to throw it out. It's not of use to you. Drinking spoiled milk is not feasible, it's not logical, and it's going to make you sick. Some of you feel trapped. You feel stuck in your life. You feel like, is this my fate? This how I got to live the rest of my life? Is anybody watching today feeling like I've touched on something? And you're wondering, well, Pastor Casey, I know what you're saying is true, but how do I start? I need some help. And it's Tell the Truth Thursday, and I'm admitting I need some help. You just touched on some things. I'm glad I touched on some things. Check out part 2 tomorrow. Get yourself focused. Find balance. Prioritize your peace. Comment, like, and share the video. If you're watching on other platforms, hop over to my YouTube channel. I am on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. So whatever platform you watch on, just like the video, thumbs up, and always give me some comments. The comments are not just for me. The comments are for the hundreds of you that watch this video, these videos that I put out. And people love to read the comments. Think about when you watch videos, one of the things, especially me, that I do for certain things, I'll read the comments because the comments give key information and it's helpful information. So please comment on the video, and I'll see you back with part 2 on Friday. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.